Ooh, it's a time for the package from China. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. It's awesome that you're tuning in. So in this video, we're going to take a close look at the new Pandora's Box game console. They call it the G-Box. It's from the official Pandora's Box store. I'm very curious what we're going to get, so let's find out. But actually there is not a lot of information on the box itself, so let's open it up and let's see what are we going to get for goodies. So first of all, we're going to get two controllers with one dongle. Dongle is over here. So they're like the best fake knockoffs I have felt in a very long time. The D-pad feels quite sturdy, so they're more like the better quality. But don't get me wrong, they are not to be compared with PlayStation 2 controllers, but because they are just perfect quality. With this thing, does smell nice, by the way. Ah, love the smell controllers. Nevertheless, we're having more. We're having here the information about the box itself. If this has like the same specifications that we're going to get. But the previous models, we don't know, simply because when you're looking at page number 1, you can see normally we're going to get this mainboard inside a dual or a single player arcade machine or a game console, or you just slap some extra control with it. I must say this toilet paper deluxe edition got a lot of explanations, so they did a very nice job with that. Okay, so here we're having the cable. I'm guessing, oh, it's a Type-C cable. It's a freaking miracle. We're going to get a very long flat HDMI cable, and here we're having the console itself. Yeah, seriously, that's it. That's it. It looks like a TV box they can buy for a couple of dollars on AliExpress, but it is not similar. I like the design itself. The box is not like a Super Console X or something like that. It's completely unique. Here we can see Pandora's Box. They did quite some effort, but damn it. Let's do a quick example with the normal Pandora boxes, because this thing is freaking tiny. So this is a normal Pandora's box size. They're selling these things like game consoles too, because you can just use them like a game console, plugging it into your television. But look at this very small box. I just wanted to do a quick comparison. And I must say, I do like it what they're doing over there, because when you just want to have like this tiny box, yeah, you can maybe use some double-sided tape, put it on the back of your television. You can use it. It almost weighs nothing. So man, these things are getting really small now. Okay, so this box, it's a very unique design, and so far I know there is no other one. They didn't like rip off some Android box and just slap and stick ROM that they're doing very often nowadays. So at the left side we're going to get two USB ports. I'm guessing this is more like 2.0, very old tech. And at the back we're going to get a Type-C connection for giving this thing some juice, an audio jack out with an HDMI out, and we're having another extra USB port. So at the bottom we're going to get the rubber feet, so if you have like a smooth surface it will not slide away. Model number GBOX002. Input 5V 2A. But the weird thing is, I have no power supply. Where is that freaking thing? I just grabbed one from my mobile phone, or my phone here. I have one. They're cheap to buy here with the action. But before we're going to power it on, we're going to rip it apart. So I noticed that the screws for the box itself are underneath the rubbery feet. Sometimes they just basically click it together. I really hate those cases, because most of the time you're going to rip them apart and you never get them back together. So the first thing that we're going to do, tear down. Let's take a close look at what kind of chipset they are using. Come on, get out. Okay, so let's open up this bad boy. I'm curious if it's going to be opening up. Sometimes you just need to unscrew it and unclick it. I couldn't find my other screwdriver, my favorite one, so I got the filthy one. Alright, so I removed that screw. Let's see, I can open it up. And holy crap, seriously? I was thinking, hey, we're going to get like this big PCB inside. It's not even filled up. Oh man, oh man, oh man. Okay, so let's see, I can remove it, because I want to see what kind of specs are we going to get. Can we just slide it in? There's not even there is not even like a screw that holding the PCB apart. So this is what you're going to get with this Pandora box. It's like a very tiny box. Okay, so the PCB makes basically contact, or the chip itself, with this over here, and transfer the heat to this piece of metal. That's it. See, and that was what I'm really afraid of, that the cooling element is not that great. I don't understand why they're not using an active fan. But let's take a close look at the spec itself and what are we going to get with this. So the chip they are using in this device is the Rock chip 3128. Over here we're going to get the RAM chip, and they basically squeezed everything together. So the fun fact is, so they just recently released this product, and look at this, the production date is 2020. So interesting, they just released it, but it is made in 2020. So I'm guessing that this is just a mainboard they are basically reusing. I think they started with this like PlayStation stuff with Pandora's Box 6. I think it's only a year ago, and they still didn't fix a lot of issues. They added like a 3D nice decal, but it's more like you're going to get only PlayStation games so far, and no. Okay, normally we're going to get a small button at the back of the Pandora's box. Now we need a very small screwdriver to press the button that is basically underneath here. And here we're going to get the settings menu. You don't really need it a lot, but it's convenient if you want to, let's say, put some different button configurations. Okay, we're going to get the EO tester. This is mostly when you're having this device inside an arcade machine. And yeah, you can put it in because you can use encoder boards. Nevertheless, it's just not needed with this. It's just custom software they are using. And let's take a close look at the menu. There's nothing like a special thing that we go get with. I'm not talking about the quality optimization, but like scan lines on and off, or you can change out the aspect ratio. That is still something they didn't fix. And I think they'll never do this. But then overall, it's more of the same if you ask me. Game settings, we having like you can set different difficulties or lives in certain games. So that are the things that we're going to get. Built-in speakers, not necessary because this is not the normal Pandora's box. We can switch off the intro boot, that Pandora box annoying sound. So over here, nothing has changed, especially when you're looking at the previous models. Ooh, it runs a little bit choppy, what you can see over here. Okay, let's go on. Okay, so let's see how PlayStation 1 runs.
Round one, fight!
Ah, much better.
Marco! Mission 4. Thank you.
Alright, so let's see how this game is running. It runs way slower than it should be. I also did notice that I'm using this optimization filter. That's the reason why it looks so polished. Give me some dynamite. Damn it! Ah! Why did my controller don't respond? Damn this thing. Come on, again. Oh, this game is really hard. Woo! Come on. Run into my face, baby! Oh crap, oh crap. No, no. I can't get loose! Oh crap this. Alright, so let's talk about the Pandora DX, the new game console from our friends from China. So in overall, if you're looking at the performance, but especially when you're looking at the booklet, I can say that this performance is just less. Like, this thing is slower than the previous model. They make this thing freaking compact, like too much. The cooling itself, I'm not a big fan of it. It's getting really hot because especially like it needs to transfer the heat to a piece of metal. Who came up with that? But okay, when you're looking at specifications in combination with the performance are okay. Mortal Kombat 1, I have seen some better emulation in my life because that was not that great. Maybe you can tinker out with different emulators, but in overall performance, it's okay up to PlayStation 1. And don't expect a lot from this device. Maybe the Pandora 2 can give you some extra options when unlocking this device, but we need to see in the future. For now, this is what we're going to get. I want to thank you for watching, consider subscribing, hit that little bell, become one of the Wicked family, and I will see you in the next video.